YouTube? It's me, it's your favourite Steve, and this is a Carboot haul from the weekend. What up YouTube, how the devil are you? This is from the Carboot at the weekend. Not a lot here, but I haven't done one of these kind of shite on the floor videos for a while. It's actually the first time, apart from that little bit of clothing over there, but it was the first time in months where I had more things than I did clothing. So I thought, fuck it, I'll do one on the floor. Yeah, there's nothing amazing in it. It's just, maybe somebody could go, oh, no way, like Reseller for instance. Ask Shell Sterooney about Reseller. I made Shell Sterooney the eBay reseller that she is today, after she took my Reseller tip. Don't, forgot that. If you only get to that point of the vlog and you've turned off because you're already fed up with me, for God's sake, do not go out and buy Reseller. I don't know why I bought that. Actually, I'll tell you why I bought that in a minute. But yeah. We'll go through it. There's a couple of bits here where I thought there was going to be more money in it than there actually was. But, live and learn. But right, we'll start down here with the shoes. So we've got some walking shoes. I've got two pairs of walking shoes here. These both cost me £1 each, so I'm not going to leave them. These are Kachua, if that's how you say. I'm not very good at pronouncing whatever the fake brands are, but we'll go with Kachua. So Kachua walking shoes, they only cost me £1, should get about 15 back on them. These are Carrymore ones. I've sold Carrymore walking boots and shoes before. I think on both of them, they're pretty good tread, just need a bit of a clean. But yeah, £15 on them as well. Go on. We'll hit the Reseller first. Right, for some reason I bought this. I asked the guy how much he wanted for the Reseller. He said £2 for the lot, and I go on then. If you don't know, if you haven't been watching the vlog for a long time, I used to buy quite a bit of Reseller. When I was only kind of doing charity shops and I was working full time. Yeah, I'm still sitting on some of it upstairs in the loft now. It does sell sometimes, but yeah, it's don't go out your way to buy it. I only got it because it was £2. Those big dishes eventually will probably pick me up about £20, but it is something that you're sitting on for a while, and as I'm trying to have like a 3 to 6 month turnaround on stock, this is probably still going to be sitting there about that 6 month period. But yeah, whatever, I don't care. I live on the edge, guys. I do. I live on the edge. But yeah, so this only cost me £2, but if it sells straight away, which it might do, that smaller dish, I don't know, that smaller dish won't fetch that much, but the four, I'd point it out, but I'm leaning on my hand. These four, they'll go for about £5 each. The ones below probably around £5 each. That one about a tenner, and those two big ones will go for about 20. So when you think about it, £2, it's an alright investment if I want to sit on it for a long time, but it does take a while to shift. But you will just have a random, all of a sudden, crap, I've sold Reseller, and then all I want to do is message Shell Sterooney. If you don't know who Shell Sterooney is, go and follow her on YouTube. I think her YouTube channel is Shell Sterooney. I'd say I would put a link, but I'm not gonna, because I'll completely forget. I literally just add this with a little bit of music at the start and some graphics, and that's about it. I don't do anything technical with my vlogs, as you know if you've been watching for a while. But yeah, go and follow Shell Sterooney. Shell Sterooney took my tip on Reseller before, and she ended up with a load of it and couldn't get rid of it. So it's a running joke. But anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. Next, Now this is Russian. It's not got any fingers on it, but it's Kukloma. Khokloma. I'm gonna go with. I got a load of this. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I brought like a set of it from a charity shop up in Wolverhampton for 20 quid. Ended up selling it for, I think it was 60 or 70, I can't remember. So I did see these. The guy wanted like a tenner for all these dishes. There's 3 dishes in a little pot. He wanted a tenner. I asked him if he would take a fiver. I thought there'd be more money in it. There isn't. But if you can get a big set, there's like a set with like a teapot and stuff like that. It's just a wooden set. I don't know if it. There we go. You can see it's like Russian at the bottom there. But it's normally this kind of flower pattern. And yeah, I've got a set that's sold for like 60. So if you can get a set for cheap at a Carboot that they don't know what it is, you can sell for about 60 quid, and it's wooden. It's not porcelain or anything like that. So it's not that hard to pack up, if you know what I mean, with breakages. Next, WWE microphone. So I've got that WWE microphone, the Money in the Bank briefcase, the ladder, and the 2 masks for a £5, so £1 each. So yeah, I'm not going to press it because it'll wake the kids up, but yeah, it's a raw microphone. That'll go for about a tenner. I'm a bit gutted when I got this back. I don't know if they've given this a dog or their kid shoes. I don't know. I'm guessing it's a dog. But I'm a bit gutted on that because with the ladder and the briefcase is the same. With the ladder and the briefcase, you can get about 25 quid for them together. I'm not sure what to do because they are pretty beat up. And it's just so obvious a dog's been chewing on them. I might just put it as a dog, wrestling dog toy. But yeah, it's going to be between a 10 and 15. I'm just not 100%. Then on the masks, they don't really go for a lot individually. The Rey Mysterio one goes for a little bit more. But they're both in WWE at the minute, so I might go for 15, put them together as a mask, and go for 15 on them. Snickers trousers, these cost me 3 quid. I think I mentioned it before on my vlogs. I've sold a couple of pairs of these for about 30 quid. Unfortunately on these, the bum hole has been ripped out. I'm not a sewer, so I'm not going to sew it. I don't want to mess with it just in case. But yeah, someone's got a sweaty bum hole and it's just ripped it up. But yeah, they cost me 3. I'll probably go for about 15 on them because of the, or maybe 20, 15 or 20. I'm not sure. Maybe 15. It's a rip bum hole. You know what I mean? How do you explain it? Well, yeah, 15. We'll give 15. Whatever. And another brass fire companion. This is now the 6th one I've got in the loft. I always pick up these fire companions. I'm not sure why. I used to sell them. It would be, I'd pick up a fire companion. It would sell within, like, you know, when it wasn't good till cancelled, it would sell in about a couple of cycles. I've now got 6 up in the loft and 1 that I've now reduced on prices, so that's got to have been there for now, coming up to about 6 months. So, yeah, but they'll sell eventually. They will sell eventually, maybe in the winter. But I might stop picking them up. But it only cost me £2.50. I'm not going to leave it there for £2.50, and get about 20 quid on that. And then my final and my favourite one was this WWF Ring. It has got a crack in the middle, but I'm not 100%. Well, I remember when I was a kid, I had 3 of these, and I always cracked the middle of it, every time. It was every time I cracked it. It wasn't me wrestling in it, obviously, it was my wrestlers, but I always cracked the middle of the ring. So I think it's a regular occurrence on these Hasbro WWF rings. This cost me 3 quid. I'll put it out there now, Matt, Retro Reselling 82. Let me know why these are Rob. So I don't know. these ropes for some reason seem bigger than what I remember. I think I've maybe got to tie a few knots in them, but I don't remember them being massive knots in them when I was a kid. I don't know. But yeah, it's not in the best condition. 30 quid you could probably get for this. There's an actual sound thing that comes with the ring. I didn't have the sound thing when I was a kid. I wasn't rich. But there is like a thing that goes on the side that's got sounds. Obviously this hasn't got it. It's normally 30 quid without the crack. So and as you can tell, the ropes are not. Oh, sorry about that, I accidentally stopped recording. But yeah, as you can tell, the ropes aren't in the best condition, so I might shoot for maybe 20, 25 on that, I'm not sure. But it only cost me 3, so it's all profit. So yeah, that was my Carboot haul from Sunday. It was dead. If anybody's local to me, Bognop Road in Essington is the one I went to. If anybody knows that field, it goes pretty freaking long. And they were only halfway down that field on Sunday. It was dead on Sunday, so explains the right side. But yeah, that was my Carboot haul. I think Shell's off at the minute. We took the kids out today. I think we're planning on taking the kids out again tomorrow. But I wouldn't mind popping out to some charity shops, to be quite honest, because you know I have an addiction. But we'll see. I don't know. It depends what time she's planning on taking the freaking feral kids out. I think we're talking about going to a National Trust. Is it National Trust? I don't know. We signed up for something the other week. It was like the same thing we were into that Moseley Old Hall. I think it's National Trust. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. But we're meant to be going to another one of them. But we mentioned it to Lace, and Lace's reaction to it was, I don't want to go to an old house. What do I want to go to an old house for? So I might want to wake up in the morning and go, you don't want to go to an old house, do you, Lace? Why would you want to go to an old house, Lace? What you want to do is you want to sit here while I go charity shopping, don't you, Lace? Aye? Aye? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, for now, peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.